Absolutely, it's going to be a great opportunity.
Why are you looking so forward to it?
Because it's an opportunity for us to put our agenda across, whereas normally if we're in opposition, you're reacting to the government. So it's also about being able to express ourselves and our policies and get them out there for people to hear.
Are you expecting a challenge to your leadership?
No, of course not.
No challenge at all?
No.
Will you go if it gets to that point?
It's not about a challenge, there is no challenge, so there's no issue.
There's a lot of rumour and talk out there.
The rumour and talk.
Is this an opportunity for you to show the New Zealand public what you're made of?
Absolutely. It's about my opportunity to be able to talk to New Zealanders about the things that matter and what Labour will do. And that's about jobs, it's about education, and it's about a new way of approaching our economy.
Is there a lot of pressure on you as leader going into this conference?
No, I see it as a real opportunity. We don't get very many opportunities in opposition. This gives us a real chance to get our message across to New Zealand.
There's been sluggish in the opinion polls, and I guess that leads to talk about leadership. Why do you think Labour has been so sluggish?
Well, I don't think we have been sluggish. We've halved the gap between National and Labour in about 11 months. We are closer together than we have been in the last 5 years. So that's a pretty good record. I'm very happy with where we're going, where the trends are going.
Why is there still, I mean, if you were going so well, there wouldn't be talk about other leaders and a challenge and so on and dissatisfaction?
I think a lot of it is around bloggers talking to each other, and I'm sort of surprised that others have been asking these questions.
But they wouldn't be asking these questions if you were doing, if you were doing a really good job as a leader.
Well, I am doing a good job as a leader because Labour has come up in the opinion polls and National have come down. The gap between us is only about 10 or 11 points now. Now that is closer than we have been in the last 4 or 5 years.
So these questions aren't coming from within Labour, you don't think it's not a reflection of dissatisfaction?
No, I don't.
There's talk of a big policy announcement at the weekend. What's the fears that in?
I'm not going to talk about it now. I mean, you'll have to wait until the conference and look at it then.
Housing, finance,
Pardon?
social development.
As I say, let's wait until the conference and I can give you a good rundown then.
John Key told us this morning that he thinks you're a nice man. Do you think he's a nice man?
I'm sure he's a nice man as well.
You've got plans for housing, is that right?
I'm not going to talk about the details, but we will be talking obviously about jobs. Housing is obviously an issue that affects many New Zealanders. It's on the minds of lots of New Zealanders as well, the affordability of housing and being able to get into that first home.
How much pressure are you feeling under? I mean, there's a lot of people saying this speech, your address, is vital for you.
Look, it's actually about an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to be able to get across my ideas, my vision to New Zealand about the important things that we believe in. I don't think that there's a problem at all.
How important are the constitutional changes being discussed at the weekend?
That's going to open up our party. I think that's great. We will have a much more transparent, a more open party. That's the intention. We want to grow our party, make it bigger, and be ready for 2014.
Are you prepared to express a view on the leadership ballot trigger, if you like? What's your view on where that should be?
No, because what I've done is, because I am leader, I've stayed right out of that debate, and I've done that deliberately because I obviously have a conflict of interest.